Hallo Emil. Hallo Schatz. Hi sweetie. How are you doing? Are you doing okay today? We just got through eating some fennel and potatoes. He's getting some hair now. See, like he's getting some hair. And Miss Lola. Hello. Oopsie. Hello, Miss Lola. How are you, sweetie? Are you going to show us how you walk? She just keeps walking. Hello everyone. I've been dying to give you an update, but literally there's always so much happening. But I just wanted to touch base today, and actually while I talk to you, I'm gonna fix my hair just a little bit. This is sleep hair. This is how things go these days. I'm actually down here in my office, in my workroom. I have a babysitter who comes Monday through Friday. I could actually leave it open for a little bit. It just actually looks nice. Just not baby hair. This is not good for babies with long hair because they will pull it. I have a babysitter. She's here from 8 in the morning till 1 p.m. And on Wednesdays, she actually stays here until 6 p.m., which is awesome and amazing. I'm back to work, doing everything I do for my YouTube singing channel and all my singing programs out there. So much fun. And I've been thinking about, I've been working so hard, but I've been thinking about giving you all an update. I just literally don't have time to sit down and edit a video because whenever I come here to work, I am laser focused on what I need to get done. Me and my team, we just, we do what we need to do, and I delegate. And then when my time is up, I have to make a lunch, and that is a challenge with 2 little babies, making lunch for my older daughter and try and get a little bit of housework done, which has been suffering so much. But let me give you a little bit of an update about the twins and about my life. Being on the floor. Oh, you just fell over my feet. I'm sorry, baby. So they like drinking water now. They have their little water bottles, and the best gift. Are you going to show me the ball? Are you going to show me the ball? Oh, he's got something in his mouth. What is that? Something. Piece of paper. It's like it's hard. It's impossible to just keep everything away from them. There's always stuff on the floor. We try really hard, and now he wants mommy. Yeah. This is how it goes. I get up in the morning around, well, when it's school days and my older daughter has to go to school, we get up around 7, a little after 7. I get her ready. She goes out the door around 7:45, 7:50. And then around 8 o'clock, my babysitter comes. That works out perfectly. Then I get the babies ready with her. We give them breakfast. They're 11 months now. So they eat. They eat anything from, whole grain toast, just plain Greek yogurt. Amy likes avocado. Now Lola is a very picky eater. It's very hard to get her to eat fruit. She only will eat pureed fruit. So she likes that. And they like anything that has to do with potatoes. They like fennel, like the vegetable. When I cook it with potatoes and a little bit of whipping cream, they like that. And we started them kind of doing both baby-led weaning and feeding them pureed foods. And it kind of just went back and forth. There was a time when one of them would prefer being spoon-fed with pureed food, and the other one would just like to take things in their, in the hand and eat like this, make a mess, of course. And it kind of just has been going back and forth. It changes sometimes. Sometimes they want to eat from a spoon. Sometimes they like pureed. Sometimes they don't. And it's the funniest thing because it changes all the time. And it's like, but Emil does like avocado. I'm very happy about that because it is very healthy. And sometimes people with egg, they like egg, but only when I do a soft boiled egg, when it's a little bit runny still on the inside and not hard boiled. Also, when I do a scrambled egg or a fried egg, they used to like it and now they don't. It's just, I don't know. They're picky eaters. My older daughter, she was not a picky eater at all at that age. She would eat anything. Really. I pureed everything, and every day I made fresh vegetable puree and fresh fruit purees. And she would eat anything. Now she's the pickiest eater, and it's really hard to get her to eat anything. Maybe with Lona and Emil, with the babies, they're going to be like, they're picky now, and maybe later they're going to eat everything. Maybe they're just going to kind of want to try out slowly what foods they like, and then they will open up to eating more variety later. So that's great. They still drink a lot of milk, also not as much as they used to. And yes, here's the thing, I am still pumping. I don't know what the last update was that I gave here, but around, I don't know when was it, like maybe around 4 or 5 months. Actually, it started sooner. Whenever I laid them down on the nursing pillow to get to breastfeed them, especially Emil started out, and then Lola also did that, they got so restless, and not just restless, but as soon as I tried to lie them down, they would just start fussing, and then there would be screaming, and then both would be screaming from the top of their lungs. So there was just no way. And I rarely had any help in the house to where I could say, well, I can just, it's getting darker outside all the time now, to where, I could just take my time and go somewhere where it's quiet with one baby. It just didn't work out. Usually I was all by myself. And so having at least one baby cry very loudly, well, the other one got restless. So I couldn't continue breastfeeding. I mean, I had to make sure that they got some milk. And so I started giving them the bottle. That was a little bit easier, and that, worked out. But I kept on pumping. So now 11 months, they're 11 months now, I'm still pumping 5 times a day. Which, here's why. Number one, it's good for the babies. Any amount of breast milk they can get is good for them. Number two, I work from home and I'm home most of the time, so why not? And number three, it's good for me. The longer I produce milk, the more I reduce my risk of getting cancer later in life. Well, I'm 48, so saying later in life is a little funny now when it pertains to having children. So, but anyway, it's good for everyone. It does suck, yes. And I thought I had mastitis because I went to bed and I started feeling unwell, and I felt like the entire night I just didn't feel well. And then the morning I was like, I had this huge lump in my left breast, and I thought, okay, let me look this up. And it felt just like, well, I think I have mastitis. Well, a couple days later, it was a lot better. But it turns out it wasn't mastitis because all the kids also got sick. All of the kids, all 3 of them were sick at the same time. They all ran a fever. I don't know what it was, like the flu or COVID. We didn't do a test. We just stayed home, and I didn't have a test. So I don't know what it was, but it doesn't matter what it was. Everything got better after a couple days. But that was one of the hardest things I've ever done in my life. It's like having 3 kids all by myself at home, and just the nights were like brutal. A couple nights were like totally brutal, and for a week or so it was just not fun. Everyone's well now, and it was okay. We never even had to do anything. Their fever, went down after a day, and it was okay. They never ran a really, really terribly high fever. They were hot, and I took their temperature, but it wasn't like, I only do it in Celsius, but it was like 39.3. So I mean, that's a fever, but it's not dangerously high or anything. And the light just goes out even more. I just keep turning this up. The weather's just crazy. It's still dark outside. I wanted to put a lamp on, but I decided not to, and now I think I should have. I probably look like ugh. So, but hold on, just a sec. And you're gonna hear the lens when I move because I didn't hook up a microphone, an external one. I just pumped this in the mornings. Of course, there's a lot more coming out than later in the day. Maybe I get about 400 or 500 mils. That would be between, I don't know, let's see, 9 ounces is 250. So maybe like 16 to 18 ounces per day. which it's not like that much, but it's actually, it's a good amount. So that's a couple of bottles. And yeah, I think it's good for them. And I did something really stupid and I had no idea. I didn't know about different sizes of flanges. You know, this thing right here, for the breast pump. This is the thing that you put on the front and then you put it on. I had no idea there were like 2 pairs that came with my Medela pump. And I always thought like, okay, 21 millimeters, and then there's one with 24 millimeters. Whatever, right? I had no idea why. Well, I don't know why, but I used the 24 millimeter for a while instead of the 21 millimeter. And the result was I got very sore nipples. And even now, I've been using the 21s again for the past probably week and a half. It's just not getting better. I keep having cracked nipples. It's not fun. It hurts. I keep putting ointment on them, and I actually just read on it, and I actually ordered some that are 19 millimeters. Medela doesn't have them, but there's another company that's, you know, compatible with Medela pumps. And I'm gonna try that because I think, this is TMI, but I think I have small nipples. So maybe that's gonna help even more. I know they're not supposed to be too small or too big. Like when you look at these, they don't look any different at all. It's weird. But anyway, I'm trying that, but it's been terrible. When I nursed my older daughter, I nursed her until she was 14 months. I never had sore nipples. Just in the very beginning, like maybe the first couple of weeks. And then I got used to it and I never had sore nipples. And now, oh yeah, this might be a long video, although I thought I really didn't want to spend a lot of time on this because I have a lot of work to do. But I want to give you an update. You know, Emil is like my little boy. He's such a mama's boy. He is such a mama's boy. He cuddles me all the time. And Lola, she is so independent. She walks. She started walking a few weeks ago. Like at 10.5 months, she started walking. She crawled when she was 5.5 months. For twin, I mean, especially, it's even early for if it was a singleton, but for a twin, she's a crazy little girl. I always tell everyone she's gonna, like, she's super intelligent. And I'm not just saying that because she's my baby, but it's like, that girl's crazy. She figures out things and she does things. Everyone, like, not just me because I'm her mom, but everyone looks at her and is like, that's crazy. How can she do this? Let me think of some examples. But like, she knows how to push buttons and she knows how to put things in something like shapes. And like, you are like, this is too hard for her. She's only 11 months. She always does things way early, even compared to a singleton. And that girl is unafraid. That's why she does what she does. She's not afraid of anything. She will fall. She will not cry. She just gets up, and that's why she started walking. She's not afraid. She's just like, okay, she doesn't think. She's like, let's do it and see what happens. Now, Emil, he's the opposite. He's very sensitive. He's very, you know, he looks at what Lola does, and, you know, that's probably why he does it earlier than he normally would if he didn't have Lola in his life to look at. But he just, you know, he crawls. He's been crawling since he was maybe, let's say, like 7 months probably. And it's crazy right now in the house because they open up everything. They take out everything, like my shelves. Like, I don't know where to put stuff anymore. Like any shelf that's like an open shelf, like they take stuff everywhere. And I really want to share more to where you see our daily lives. I want to do more vlogs. I know I'm saying that now. I don't know if I can commit to it, but there's just so much going on. I definitely don't have a lot of time to edit videos. Maybe I'll ask my my video editor to actually, because I never had anyone edit these videos on my channel here. It's just my personal thing. Maybe I'll ask him to do an update every once in a while. At the end of this video, I will share some footage of the twins. Let's see, just just with my phone stuff that I film. And other than that, now I had all these goals of working out again and going for runs again. Now, while I have gone for some runs and I have done a few workouts, it's just insane. I just don't get to do anything. It's like, it's really hard to even take a shower. There are days when I don't even get to take a shower. It's just crazy. Let me think if there's any other updates. I mean, there are tons of updates. Just the most important things I'm trying to unload here so that you have a little bit of an update, because so many of you have commented on a lot of my videos and asked me all these questions. And so here's the big question that a lot of you asked me, which probably I will make another video about. Am I going to have any more children? So I'm 48 now. I'm going to be 49 in May 2023. And the twins are going to be 1 year old in January. They're going to have their first birthday. And it's crazy. I want to have another child, but I'm always debating. It's like I'm asking myself, how in the world could I do it? Let me talk about sleep a little bit. Now, when you have twins, they both sleep in my bed. They slept in their beds, in their little crib beds, but it just was exhausting, because whenever one would wake up, I would have to get up and get the baby out and into my bed and feed them. And now I just let them sleep in my bed. And there were times when they would wake, when I have light sleep. So whenever I noticed that one baby was getting just a little bit restless, I would just have already a bottle ready and feed them before they really woke up. And then they would go right back to sleep. In the past couple of weeks or 3 weeks, ever since they were sick and Lola has been walking, I think she is just dealing with a lot in her mind. It's a whole new world for her, and she's just all these new perceptions. Everything looks different now from when you walk, probably. She's been waking up at night like maybe every other hour. And she just starts crying, and I cannot calm her down. It's like, I don't know. It's like she's half asleep, but she's crying. And so it's really hard. On top of that, Emil also at night, he's like in his sleep, he will start not crying, but he'll start, and then I will wait and be like, okay, he'll go back to sleep. But then he'll kind of do that in waves until he actually is halfway awake. But then again, same thing. I try to hold him and he just won't stop crying. And then sometimes both are awake and cry like crazy because one cries and the other one wants to sleep. And then when they're disturbed, everything's just crazy. And they start both crying, and it's just been so hard. And I don't have, like, they crawl all over me at night in bed. Right now, I don't know exactly what I'm gonna do. Both of their cribs are beside my bed, but it just has not worked. When I lay them down in their crib, same thing happens. And so I don't know. The only solution would be to have both in a separate room. But then how am I going to do this if one baby wakes up and the other at the same time? I can't be there for both. Now, when they're both in my bed, I can actually take in both and cuddle them both until they're back to sleep. Gosh, I don't know. At this point, I'm really tired right now because it's been like this for the past 3 weeks, to where I have not slept a lot. But sleep is just something that has to mature. My baby, my brother has a baby. She's 6 months old, and she has been sleeping through the night since day one. It's insane. That baby, I've never seen a baby that has like so little crying going on. She's so calm. She's so quiet. It's crazy. It's like there's not a baby in the house. Rarely will she go a little bit like, but she doesn't really cry and she just sleeps. I never had babies like that. They want mommy, they want to crawl all over me and stuff, and they're very mobile now. They move all over the place. But you know what? Here's the thing. Like every night when they lie in bed and I look at them, it's like, it overwhelms me because I'm thinking, God in heaven, how do you do this? Like, this baby is so perfect, and this baby is so perfect, and then my daughter, like all these babies and human beings on this earth, you made everyone like so unique and so amazing. I just can't, I always think like, how does God do this? It's just like, that's what a perfect baby, and everyone is so unique. Everyone is just so unique and so beautiful, and I don't know, it makes me appreciate every single individual like on the planet even more, because I'm thinking like, this is God's creation. He puts so much love into this because it's just so amazing how everyone is so uniquely different but so amazing. It's just, I don't know, it just makes me cry sometimes. Sorry, the message is coming in. I need to wrap it up because I have a lot of work. I'm going to try to put some footage here at the end. Oh, that means I have to edit. I might ask my video editor to do this because it's just, I love, not just, actually, it's a little bit selfish also. I want to put those vlogs out because also for me, it's a great memory. Here's the thing. Sometimes I will turn on the television, on YouTube, I will turn on some of the vlogs that I uploaded here on this channel from, you know, when the babies were really little, or the ones when I was pregnant. I love watching these. And you know what? The babies really calm down when they hear me talk, even on the television. It's just very relaxing for all of us. No, it's too bright, I think. Oh, it doesn't matter. So I'm going to wrap it up for now. Thank you so much, everyone who has just still been subscribed to my channel. And I have not even been here. And I really want to start sharing more again. I feel like I have touched on some subject. Oh, the breastfeeding thing. I have not finished talking about this. I have not given up on it. That's all I wanted to say. I have tried. I have actually successfully nursed Emil at night. You know, when he's half asleep, I kind of put him on my boob and he started sucking and he started actually, you know, latching and drinking. But ever since it's been so crazy at night, I just can't. It's just like, I just don't have the energy. A lot to share. I want to share more about my pumping journey and about my supply, how it went way down because I didn't have time to pump, and how I got it like up again to normal levels, and about all that stuff. And I want to share more about everything. Thanks everyone for watching. Have a wonderful day and be blessed. Bye. So I got Emil on my arm now, but he wants the camera. It's really hard. So are you gonna follow us around a little bit? Hello, Schatzi. And kommst du, Schatzi? Schätzchen? So she's running around the entire house. If she wants me, I'm going away from here. So this has been the best gift for Christmas. My brother gave this to us, and this is just so cool. They love playing in it.